Section 70. Vaisampayana said, "The kings present in that assembly, from fear of Duryodhana, uttered not a word, good or ill, although they beheld Draupadi crying piteously in affliction like a female osprey, and repeatedly appealing to them. And the son of Dhritarashtra, beholding those kings and sons and grandsons of kings all remaining silent, smiled a little, and addressing the daughter of the king of Panchala, said, O Ajnaseni, the question thou hast put dependeth on thy husbands, on Bhima of mighty strength, on Arjuna, on Nakula, on Sahadeva. Let them answer thy question. O Panchali, let them, for thy sake, declare in the midst of these respectable men that Yudhishthira is not their lord. Let them thereby make King Yudhishthira the just a liar. Thou shalt then be freed from the condition of slavery. Let the illustrious son of Dharma, always adhering to virtue, who is even like Indra himself, declare whether he is not thy lord. At his words accept thou, the Pandavas are ourselves, without delay. Indeed, all the Kauravas present in this assembly are floating in the ocean of thy distress. Endued with magnanimity, they are unable to answer thy question, looking at thy unfortunate husbands. Vaisampayana continued, hearing these words of the Kuru king, all who were present in the assembly loudly applauded them, and shouting approvingly, they made signs unto one another by motions of their eyes and lips, and amongst some that were there, sounds of distress, such as "Oh" and "Alas" were heard. And at these words of Duryodhana, so delightful to his partitions, the Kauravas present in that assembly became exceedingly glad, and the kings with faces turned sideways looked upon Yudhishthira, conversant with the rules of morality, curious to hear what he would say, and everyone present in that assembly became curious to hear what Arjuna, the son of Pandu, never defeated in battle, and what Bhimasena and what the twins also would say. And when that busy hum of many voices became still, Bhimasena, waving his strong and well-formed arms, smeared with sandal paste, spake these words, If this high-souled King Yudhishthira, the just who is our eldest brother, had not been our lord, we would never have forgiven the Kuru race. For all this, he is the lord of all our religious and ascetic merits, the lord of even our lives. If he regardeth himself as one, we too have all been one. If this were not so, who is there amongst creatures, touching the earth with their feet and mortal, that would escape from me with his life, after having touched those locks of the princess of Panchala? Behold these mighty, well-formed arms of mine, even like maces of iron, having once come within them, even he of 100 sacrifices is incapable of effecting in escape, bound by the ties of virtue and the reverences that is due to our eldest brother, and repeatedly urged by Arjuna to remain silent. I am not doing anything terrible. If, however, I am once commanded by King Yudhishthira the Just, I would slay these wretched sons of Dhritarashtra, making slaps do the work of swords, like a lion slaying a number of little animals. Vaisampayana continued, on to Bhima, who had spoken these words, Bhishma and Drona and Vidura said, Forbear, O Bhima, everything is possible with thee. Thus ends the 70th section in the Dyuta Parva of the Sabha Parva.